Hey guys, what's going on today? I'm going to be doing a deck review. So, I'm gonna pick, I don't want to say it random, but I'm gonna pick a deck here, and I'm gonna go over it with you. Let's pick the Artifice deck first. I like that deck a lot, so why not start off with something I enjoy? With the Artifice deck, it's extremely visual. When you do first get the cards, there's no seal on them, so there's nothing to ruin the box for you. There's pretty plain cover, which I really like, actually. There's nothing special on it. There's no reveals on the outside. The box gets torn up pretty quickly if you have it in your pocket, even a little. So just watch out for that. The cards themselves are very, very thick feeling. So, I mean, they're meant to last, I think. So I definitely love these cards. They're great cards. Now, the one problem with this deck that I have, that most people did have when they bought this, was that the fanning on this deck. That's the best way to put this. Let's just see if I can show you. Okay, that actually turned out pretty well. Well, this ain't fanning, but still. They're all right. They definitely could be better. Let's see here. You have these, they pop up. They create huge spaces. I think that's just from overusage, though, to tell you the truth. When I first got them, they fanned amazingly, I'm not going to lie. But as soon as, I want to say they were about 4 days old, they started to lack the ability to actually fan very well. They stick. Can't even get the full fan out because it's sticking. Yeah. At the moment, they're doing better than they normally do because it's actually freezing in my house. I forgot to turn the heater on last night. But when they're cold, they fan really well, which sounds strange. I would assume to most people that would sound strange. But they actually fan pretty well when they're cold. So, I mean, it's not too bad. But when they're warm, they stick together pretty brutally. Like, as you can see there wasn't a proper spacing in that. And it's really hard to get that with us. It's either all or nothing with this deck. It's pretty much how it is. Okay, yeah, that's my last one. I'm going to go into the design of the cards now. I'll get more into the action of them in just a few moments. Looking for the jack. There we go. Alright, so with these cards, they're very, very visual. The jack's pretty cool. As you can see, the pips on it, they're very small. And just the way they did the cards' faces in general are really cool. I like them. The borderless face cards. As you can see, it's blue and red. So it's definitely something different. The queen is blue and green. As you can see here, you really get a good look at how they did the pips. They're just really small, and I really like the way they did that. This is green and blue here. And once again with the pips and the lettering, very small, very elegant, I want to say. And then we have our ace, which is one of my favorite aces that I've ever gotten in a deck. It's so original, and of course, the dual magnums down there. So it's a very, very cool ace. I love the way they did this. Now, also in it, you get like a promo card and something else. It also comes with a double back card. So really want to mess with somebody, you can be like, hey, watch, ready? Yeah, I suck at Magic. Now, the one cool thing about this card, or deck, this is the Joker right here. I don't know if you can see that, but if you look really close to his hand, see how it's the Artifice deck back there? But if you change it to the other Joker, it's actually a reveal of the Ace of Hearts. So that's really cool. I like that a lot. Not too many decks have reveals in them, unfortunately. I mean, it's not too often you're actually going to use a deck with a reveal in it for the reveal, which is sad, but I mean, this deck as a whole is great. Its fanning when it's cold is decent. It's not great. It's not I'd necessarily say good, but it's definitely decent. Now, handling with this deck, of course I can't do it, but the handling with this deck is really, really good. Because the cards are so thick, they just stick to everything you do. It's great. If I had done that quick enough, that would have been much better. How do I go by there? But I mean, I really honestly love this deck. It handles so beautifully. The double lifts are just so easy on this. They probably look like crap, but now I'm going to put this the best way possible without putting down anything about the company or the people who made the card, which was the playing card company there. But it seems like these cards in particular were not meant for being flashy. Like, I don't know, I guess you could say they were meant to be flashy the way they look, but they weren't meant to be used in a medium amount for public tricks. They wear out way too quickly. Now, if you want this deck, let's say you're practicing, you want a deck that's going to keep your interest, this is definitely a deck that you're going to want. Now, I'm going to also put in this. If you want a deck that you will learn flourishes with, this is not the deck that you want. You want something that's a little bit lighter. You want something... you basically just want something else. You want something a little bit lighter. You want something not so thick. When they're really thick, it can be sometimes hard to do certain things. Like, for instance, these tend to bounce backwards, which I don't get. That one went flying all the way off the table. Yeah, I'm done with that before I ruin them. They're not meant for a lot of action, it seems. They look amazing. They're great to have. Let's say you have friends who are really into Magic, then they'll definitely appreciate the looks of the deck. As far as using them for Magic, you get probably 4 days out of them of amazing use. I mean amazing. Top of the line. I'd pay $20 for these just to have the 4 days. So I definitely can't knock these cards whatsoever. I'd have to say, in total, if I was to put a ranking on these cards, they'd be number 3 out of the top 5. So you can get these at illusionist.com. They're called the Artifice Deck. See if I can get that in there. It's probably backwards anyways, what's the matter? But they're great cards. Definitely, if you want something like I described, go get them. They will not disappoint you as long as you have the right expectations for them. Don't expect them to last long in use, basically. They will get old. I don't know if you can see it too well, but the sides just get so dirty so quickly. There are other decks out there that have a different type of coating where they just don't get dirty. One of those would be this deck right here. This would be the, I can't believe I forgot the Arcane deck, yep. It seems like the actual sides of them have a coating. So they seem a lot more resistant than, say, these cards. But if you want what I described, definitely go out and get them. They're amazing. I don't regret spending the money I did on them. I just regret the expectations that I had for them. So thanks for watching, and join me next time when I review the Tally Hose. Thank you.